welcome to today's episode of Pirate News. I'm Ava Ekberg.
And I'm Arron Hernandez. On today's broadcast, we will bring you news from around campus and across the country.
We will also bring you your Seton Hall sports update and your 5-day weather forecast.
The Seton Hall School of Diplomacy semester in Washington, D.C. has announced a new plan in collaboration with the United Nations Foundation to bring full-time internships to students of any major with over 40 years of experience in the field of international relations. The program aims to give students real-world insight and first-hand knowledge. Students interested in the program can contact Director Dr. Catherine Ruby at catherineruby@shu.edu or 973-275-2203 to learn more.
The Inclusion Dialogue Speaker Series will have its first speaker of the calendar year this Monday, September 23rd at 11 a.m. Mr. James E. Wright's presentation will be on the hidden brain, the power of the unconscious bias in the workplace. All faculty, administrators, and students are invited to attend this presentation, which will be taking place in Bethany Hall, rooms B and C.
Are you a nursing student planning to go to graduate school? The College of Nursing and School of Health and Medical Science is having its annual open house where expected graduate students can tour the new interprofessional health campus, as well as explore their next phase of your educational career. Students can register on the Seton Hall website, and the event will be held on the IHS campus at 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Next Tuesday, September 24th, there will be an American Sign Language workshop at the IH campus room from 12:30 to 2 p.m. Students will join a certified ASL interpreter to learn and practice American Sign Language in honor of National Disability Employment Awareness Month. The workshop will include learning greetings and how to communicate simple concepts in ASL.
Now we'll head over to Jose Feliciano with your Seton Hall sports update. Jose?
Thanks, Aaron, and hello, Pirate sports fans. My name is Jose Feliciano here with your Seton Hall sports update. Seton Hall's Wei Liang Zai won the individual title of the 2019 Hartford Hawks Invitational this past week as the men's golf team finished third overall in the tournament. Zai, a freshman performing in only his second collegiate tournament, won the tournament by one stroke, finishing 10 under par while scoring 206 overall. His 206 is only the third lowest par 72 three-round tournament score in program history. The team as a whole finished 3 under par with a score of 861. The men's golf team is back in action next month as they will compete in the Hamptons Intercollegiate in East Hampton, New York on October 7th and 8th. Seton Hall volleyball star Haley Gasser was named to the Big East Honor Roll for the second time in her career this past week. Gasser led the Pirates to 2 wins last week with performances like her 16-kill performance against Iona and back-to-back matches with at least 12 kills in the Akron Invitational. Gasser and the volleyball team will look to grab a few more wins this weekend in Fairfax, Virginia for the 2019 George Mason Invitational. And last but not least, Seton Hall's men's and women's soccer team will be in action throughout the next few days as the women's team takes on the Drexel Dragons today at 6 p.m. in Philly. Then tomorrow, the men's team will begin Big East play and take on the Providence Friars up in Rhode Island at 7 p.m. Rounding out the weekend, the women's team will face off against the Delaware Blue Hens in Newark, Delaware. And that's all for your Seton Hall Sports Update. Once again, I'm Jose Feliciano. Now back to Ava and Aaron with news from around the tri-state area.
Thanks, Jose. On Tuesday afternoon, a multiple alarm fire broke out at a produce plant in Deerfield Township, leading to a massive firefighter response from surrounding towns. Eyewitnesses report the air smelled of burning plastic. Black smoke and flames could be seen from multiple points at the facility. Some reports say that the smoke could be seen from Atlantic City and Vineland. The cause of the fire is currently being investigated. No injuries have been reported.
In the recent light of unhealthy lead crisis in the city of Newark, a local group has raised over $10,000 to help fight for clean water. The group, the Newark Water Coalition, is actively taking donations that will help go to purchasing filters for residents exposed to unhealthy amounts of lead. You can learn more about the group on their website, nrdc.org, where they are always looking for help.
As of Tuesday, New York became the first state to ban e-cigarettes. The state has banned these products for the next 90 days, following an emergency executive order from Governor Andrew Cuomo. This comes after a national outbreak of vaping-related illnesses, including 6 deaths. All New York stores selling flavored e-liquids have 2 weeks to remove the products or will be faced with a $2,000 fine per unit.
Students in South Orange and Maplewood had an impromptu inside recess last weekend when an unwanted visitor made his way into town. A bear. School officials noted that they received multiple reports of the bear and notified them to move their recess inside. Luckily, there were no reports of anyone getting hurt in the incident as students continued on with their day.
Now we will go to Dana Bell with your 5-day weather for the South Orange area. Dana?
Thanks, Ava, and hello, Pirates. I'm Dana Bell, and I will be providing you with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Today we'll have clear, sunny skies with a high of 71 degrees and a low of 53. Tomorrow will also be clear and sunny with a high of 80 and a low of 60. Saturday is going to be just as clear and even sunnier, reaching a high of 85 and a low of 62. Sunday will continue our clear and sunny streak with a high of 85 and a low of 65. And finally, on Monday, our streak will end as we see a partly cloudy sky with a high of 85 and a low of 63. And there we have our 5-day weather forecast. Once again, I'm Dana Bell. Now back to Ava and Arron with the latest news from around the country.
Thanks, Dana. Another parent has been arrested as part of the ongoing college admissions scandal. The woman was arrested for allegedly spending $400,000 to have her son be recruited for the University of California, Los Angeles soccer team. The Department of Justice announced that the 48-year-old woman, Xiaoying Xu, was arrested in Spain and faces 1 count of conspiracy to commit mail fraud and honest services fraud. Though detained in Spain, the Department of Justice said that authorities plan to extradite her in Boston.
In the height of the recent airstrike on Saudi Arabian oil facilities, U.S. officials are calling a UN Security Council response that puts blame on the country of Iran. We do see a role for the UN Security Council to play, the senior U.S. official told reporters. He adds, Saudi was attacked and it would be appropriate for them to call upon the council, but we first need to gather the releasable information. At a minimum, the UN Security Council could issue a state condemning the attack, but such a move has to be agreed upon by consensus.
Hurricane Humberto has now been classified as a Category 3 hurricane. The storm continues to strengthen as it moves away from the United States and is expected to hit close to Bermuda. Maximum wind gusts of 125 miles per hour have been reported from the storm. A hurricane warning has been issued by the Bermuda Weather Service.
The late-night comedy show Saturday Night Live announced its decision to fire newly hired cast member Shane Gillis. The decision comes after discovery of old content where Gillis repeatedly made offensive remarks towards the LGBTQ community, Chinese Americans, as well as women. When addressing their decision, SNL representatives said that we were not aware of his prior remarks that have surfaced over the past few days. The language he used is offensive, hurtful, and unacceptable.
And that's all for today's episode of Pirate News. Once again, I'm Ava Ekberg.
And I'm Arron Hernandez. Thanks for watching and have a great day.